Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about gratitude. So, before I go into it, a few years ago I was struggling quite a lot with negative thinking um, and generally being in quite a negative mindset. And it took me quite a long time to get out of that, and I still struggle with it sometimes. But something that helped me along the way was developing a gratitude practice. So for me, I'd heard about it a few times and things were already like not great in my life. So I was kind of thinking, well, try something, right? If it works, great. If it doesn't, I don't have to keep doing it. So I started trying to find three things every morning that I was grateful for. And in the beginning, this was really hard because I was in such a negative headspace that sometimes thinking of one thing that I could be thankful for, one good thing in my life, somehow seemed really hard to find. But what I discovered is that, as with anything, you start doing it regularly, you get more practice, and it gets easier. So over time, I was able to find things more quickly. And then got to a point where I could go past three. Um, and some people were suggesting 10, some people said 20. So I was chasing whatever sounded the best. So I kept putting pressure on myself every morning. Like I need to find 20 things that I'm grateful for. And then I heard this idea of like doing one more. So I turned it into 21. And then I was like, okay, we'll go for 21. So I tried that for a while and it started to become a chore, which kind of defeats the purpose a bit. So I started thinking, well, like what is the purpose of this? And in the beginning, you don't really feel like anything's happening. But after a while of doing it, like before I got stuck in the feeling of obligation, I did start to notice a shift in my thinking. I mean, I was doing other things as well, like journaling and studying and trying to frame things more positively. But I did notice that after probably around a month or so of doing it, and then more as time went on, um, I just found that I was calmer and less affected by things. And then started thinking, well, if I'm doing this in the morning, then why can't I just use it any time that I'm starting to feel negative? And then I started thinking later on, then I started thinking, well, why does it only have to be when I'm feeling negative? So I guess what I'm saying is for me, the practice of gratitude has kind of evolved. And after struggling with feeling obligation, I started to just just target 3. I think 3 is a good number. Three, three is 3 is manageable no matter what's going on. So another thing that I struggled with was um, a lot of my gratitude was very generic, and it started getting to a point where it's just saying the same things over and over again, like um, grateful for a sunny day, grateful for my family, that kind of thing. And I started to feel like I started to question whether I was doing it because it looked or sounded good. I generally write them down. Was I doing it because it looked good or because I really felt it? So, something that helped with that was I ended up um, trying to get more specific. So, more specific to my life. So, if I wanted to talk about family, then I would choose a specific family member and then think about something from their character or something that they did. Um, could be something that made me laugh, made me smile, made me feel some kind of appreciation. And then that's kind of where I'm at. So my process now is it's part of my journal. I do a daily journal, and I always aim to do 3 things. And if I feel like doing more, like actually feel grateful, and I keep if I feel if I'm in a place where I have that continuous feeling of more and more things that keep coming up that I'm grateful for, then maybe that list of 3 becomes much longer. But I don't put any pressure on myself to have, like, oh, I must have this. Because I think the whole purpose is to feel grateful for things in your life, because no matter how bad things get, no matter how bad things get, there's always something in your life that's worth being thankful for. So if you haven't tried it, I encourage everyone to give it a go. Try it for a month. Um, see if see if you notice a change. If you don't need to continue. Um, and try throughout the day. See if you can notice things that you're grateful for, because that part of my evolving gratitude practice came from I was coming out of the negative headspace, but I was so focused on, like, I'll be happy when dot dot dot. And so I had this idea of, like, some time in the future when I've achieved all the things I want to achieve, then I'll be happy. And that's not how it works. And even if it does work that way, like, how much of your life have you sacrificed for the chance that you are happy at some distant point in the future? So part of my mission now is learning to enjoy every day. So that means noticing things throughout the day that are worthy of being grateful for. And it can be just tiny things like seeing a beautiful flower, or um, like the color of the sunset, or a good coffee, So I do encourage everyone to give it a go. Like, try to incorporate it into your daily life. And if you miss a day, forgive yourself. Don't feel bad about it. Just pick it up the next day. And then after a month, have a look back, see how it's affected you. So I would love to hear if anyone's tried it. Is it a part of your life? What are your experiences of it? What are you grateful for? Let's start a discussion in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye, everyone.